Wednesday morning. You know what that means. And he's on the microphone with Brian and Gene. The morning sickness show is where I want to be. Strumming my guitar soft and gently. Where bacon rules all and Bloody Marys are tall. And Pearl Street beers chase them all. I'm here to sing to you, tell you have a great day. And don't forget to come rock out with Tug Sunday.
Aw, the birthday boy.
It's his birthday?
It is. Our buddy Andy Hughes celebrating a birthday today, and I know he's going to be playing at some point this weekend at Sylvan Brewing, which is in Lanesboro. One of my favorite little breweries to stop at. Love that. I don't go there enough, but love that place. And Andy Hughes will be there singing and dancing. I don't know about the dancing part. But
singing for sure.
Happy birthday, Andy Hughes. The rain continuing to fall, kind of a heavy drizzle is what you said?
Yeah, it was unpleasant. I mean, it's not bad out. I didn't realize how mild it was, but apparently temperatures are going to fall all day today. So if you've got kiddos going out trick-or-treating in the 40s by the time late afternoon hits, although be it dry, I think the rain's supposed to stop by then, but temperatures are going to drop. Yeah,
it looks like sometime around 11, 12 o'clock we'll lose the rain, but by 4 p.m. it looks like somewhere in the low 40s for a temperature for trick-or-treating. So, going to be bundled up and going to be chilly by the time the kids head out to collect that candy. But 57 this morning with some light rain and drizzle in our area. It looks like 52 and sunny tomorrow. More rain later on this weekend. Looks like showers return on Sunday.
By the way, Eau Claire, maybe a little bit north of Eau Claire, could see flurries.
Yeah, boy.
You could see some flurries later today.
It is the spookiest day of the year, Halloween, and we've got a lot of Halloween stuff to get to, including some stats and info and some trivia. We're going to talk to Office Cora, see what's going on in the 715 this weekend for Halloween activities, speaking of the Eau Claire area. Also, since tomorrow is November 1st, we'll take a look ahead and give you a list of things to look forward to in the month of November. Plus, we're going to play somebody's effing song in just a bit.
Woo-woo.
Busy. We got a lot to get to.
Happy Halloween.
Rockmornings.com if you want to get in touch with us. We will get to some Bad Flower and Volbeat in just a bit.
More of your Rock Mornings coming up in just a bit.
Hello there. Welcome back.
Happy Halloween.
Scary. Spooky, scary. It's Halloween, man. Don't overthink this.
It's Halloween, and this year is going to be super spooky.
Happy Halloween.
Guess what time it is?
Go Tom.
Yes. The spookiest day of the year. Halloween.
I have to go get some full-size candy bars because one of our coworkers is bringing over their Pikachu today.
Oh, so specific candy bars.
Pikachu and another one. Snufflebus or, some other...
Snuffleupagus?
No. Some other Pokemon that I can't remember the name of. It's another... I'm sure he'll tell me all about it when he gets to my house tonight.
Well, have fun with that. I'll be getting ready once the rain comes to an end. Later on this morning, we set out a table in the front yard, and then we put a blanket on top of it, a Halloween spooky blanket, and then we just kind of dump the candy out, and the kids can come up and grab whatever they want. So that's what.
And a cooler.
And then we have a cooler that we've got next to the table, and that is for the adults that are catering and carting the kids around and allowing them to have a delicious adult beverage.
By the way, with the temperatures dropping today and the wind chill factor, because some blustery wind comes in out of the north, wind chills possibly feeling like it's in the 20s even as you're walking around those blocks tonight. So, you're going to have to keep them warm.
You want some good news to start your morning?
I do.
For someone who's traveling very soon?
Yes.
Airlines in the U.S. are now required to give passengers cash refunds if their flight is significantly delayed or canceled, even if that person does not explicitly ask for a refund.
When an airline knows that all, instead of just a few, of the passengers on a canceled flight are likely to actually get their money back, it gives them a different set of reasons to put in the investment and the realistic scheduling that makes those cancellations less likely to happen to begin with.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg making the announcement on Twitter after he first presented the proposed rule back in April.
Yeah, they've been talking about this
saying,
for a while.
look,
you have some responsibility when things go completely awry.
Like I said, we had a friend just a few weeks ago that made a big trip to Ireland, and you spend a lot of money, and you have a lot of time invested in it, and you have things scheduled, and you're only there for a certain amount of time, And you can't reschedule a lot of that stuff because you got to book it way in advance, much like going to Disney World. And if the airport says sorry and then gives you a $12 voucher for a sandwich, that doesn't change the fact that you just missed your tour of the Jameson distillery because the airline couldn't figure it out.
Well, and I don't want them to make decisions to put planes up in the air when there's a safety concern, right?
Certainly.
I don't want them to react
but a $12
like that.
voucher for a sandwich at the food court at the airport is not enough.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, is not enough.
Sometimes it's just like, hey, welcome to our airport benches for the next day.
So that went into effect on Monday, but it's making the rounds today in terms of the news. If you care about election stuff, we don't really talk much about it, but obviously Trump was in a trash truck yesterday taking questions after the garbage comments by Biden. I think Trump's in Green Bay tomorrow with Brett Favre.
I was just going to ask you, is that tomorrow?
Resch Center, I believe. Okay. Kamala was in Madison yesterday with the Mumfords, singing and dancing. The Mumfords, bunch of musicians, crap like that. The Menendez brothers, very popular right now, thanks to the Netflix docu-series there. Their resentencing hearing, has been set for December 11th, so about a month and some change. That's when a judge will decide whether they will have a shot at freedom after spending 34 years behind bars for the killing of their parents back in 1989.
Yeah, I think that they had a life sentence, right? And now there's all this new evidence, quote unquote, coming to light.
Brothers' attorney never disputed that they killed their parents, but argued that they acted out of self-defense after years of emotional and sexual abuse by their father. Much of the evidence related to the abuse was excluded from their second trial. County District Attorney George Gascon, I think, whatever his name is, L.A. County District Attorney, said his office would recommend that the brothers be given a sentence of 50 years to life, which would make them immediately eligible for parole since they were under the age of 26 when the crime was committed. So December 11th, we'll see what happens with the Menendez brothers. And more good news, if you're a big fan of McDonald's, but you can never get the ice cream because the machine's broke, and that's kind of a running joke. A lot of memes on that. Apparently, that may be a thing of the past. Just last week, the U.S. Copyright Office granted a copyright exemption that gives restaurants like McDonald's the, quote, right to repair broken machines by circumventing digital locks that prevent them from being fixed by anyone other than the manufacturer. So basically, the only person that can fix the machine is the person who made it, and when they're not available, it's not...
is it like trying to get in touch with somebody that's running a Facebook?
McDonald's vanilla cones, sundaes, and McFlurries all made in machines from Taylor Company, as they have been for nearly 70 years. Back in 1956, McDonald's CEO Ray Kroc made a handshake agreement with Taylor to supply milkshake machines. As McDonald's exclusive supplier, the Taylor Company holds a copyright on the machines. And in the past, that has meant that if one broke, only its repair people were legally allowed to fix it. And now this whole new thing sounds like McDonald's and any other, they're going to be able to get around that. So,
can you imagine making a handshake exclusivity deal like 1,000 years ago with somebody like that, and then it still sticks
done
all
forever? Right?
Yeah, with a giant corporation like that.
Well, these things happen.
I know, but that's wild.
And we were just there earlier this year. We spent, I don't know, maybe a half hour there briefly. We took the left turn, if you will, up to Buffalo and saw Niagara Falls. I've been there before when I was a kid. My wife had never seen it in person, but we went there. It's stunning. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's captivating.
I've never seen it in real life.
Apparently, the Canadian side is a way better view than the American side. But just yesterday, a 33-year-old mother climbed over a safety rail and intentionally went over the falls with her two children, a 9-year-old and a 5-month-old, according to New York State Police. Search and rescue efforts unsuccessful. Authorities responded to the park at about 9 o'clock on Monday, determined the family went over the rail on Luna Island, which is a small island between the American Falls and Bridal Veil Falls that, along with the Horseshoe Falls, make up the popular tourist draw. The investigation has determined that this incident was intentional in nature, though the circumstances remain under investigation, according to a statement from the state police there in New York. But, awful. Awful.
988, I believe, is the number, correct? You need help?
Suicide hotline?
Yes, 988.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Doc correcting me. Apparently, Trump and Favre were in Green Bay last night. I thought it was on Friday.
I was just looking at that. That was where he was in the garbage truck, and Brett spoke for quite a long time when he had his grandson there with him, as a matter of fact, and his wife. It looks like and had quite the rally at the Resch Center.
All right. Yeah, and Kamala was in Madison, and we got 4 more days, something like that, next Tuesday. Ugh. It's almost over, man. Final stretch. I don't know what the hell the post office is going to do now. These guys are going to be taking a break, not have to carry around all that bag-breaking political stuff in their bag. It's going to be nice for me. Not have to take it out of my mailbox every effing day. Bad Flower with Detroit. We've got Volbeat coming up in just a bit. If you need something, rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings. On air, online, on the app.
Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series!
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene, and yes, the Dodgers overcame an early 5-0 deficit to beat the Yankees 7-6 in a wild one last night. Franchise's 8th championship, 7th since they left Brooklyn for L.A. Freddie Freeman, who homered in each of the first 4 games of the series and drove in two runs in a very clutch 2-out single during the Dodgers' win last night, is the World Series MVP. No big surprise there.
Sure.
And those 2 idiots that grabbed Mookie Betts did get banned, even though originally the story said they were going to be allowed to come to Game 5. I think Major League Baseball called the Yankees and said, hey, you can't have these bozos at the game. And they may get banned for life or maybe for next year. I don't know. I'm guessing Major League Baseball is going to have something to say about these 2 idiots. But
did you see what they did instead?
Well, I know they went to a bar and they watched. I mean, are you talking about last night?
No, what they did with their seats.
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah, so they were banned from the game last night.
They're season ticket holders, yeah.
Yeah, they said, don't come to this. You can't come to Game 5. And then they gave the seats to New Jersey pediatric cancer patient and his family.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Odds makers, by the way, believe that the World Series champs are the team to beat next year as well. Dodgers have already been installed as the betting favorite to win the 2025 World Series. Dodgers are plus 400 right now at ESPN Bet, just ahead of the Yankees, who are at plus 700. Braves at plus 750. Phillies at plus 1,000. Then you got the Orioles, Astros, Mets, and Padres all in the second tier of contenders. The White Sox, by the way, and the Rockies are the biggest long shots, listed at 400 to 1.
Well, yeah, right.
So if you put a Hondo on the White Sox right now and they go on and win the World Series, you're going to be a very happy human being.
Has any team ever gone from the worst record ever to the best record?
Did a 16 seed ever beat a 1 seed?
Yes.
It happened.
Okay.
Right? Any given Sunday, all that stuff. It's always possible. As KG said, anything is possible. Week 9 in the NFL kicking off tonight with the Texans at the Jets on prime time. On Prime at 7:15. Aaron Rodgers drinking his cayenne water. That was the story. Who gives a rat's ass what Aaron Rodgers drinks? I don't know. Why do we care about
because I think it's just
why do we care about it? What he says and does. Who gives a rat's ass what this bum is doing with his cayenne water? Stick it up his rear end. He's probably doing high colonics with cayenne water. Who cares? Oh, God. It's like all over McAfee's show yesterday. He's drinking cayenne water. Who
I don't
cares?
even know what that means.
I think, wasn't Beyonce doing that or Mariah Carey 20 years ago? You take lemonade or you take fresh lemon juice, mix it with water and then some cayenne pepper, and it's supposed to be some kind of cleanse.
The fountain of youth water?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
And people were all gaga
cayenne
about
pepper.
it yesterday. It's like, God. I can't wait for him to retire. I'm so sick of hearing about stupid-ass Aaron Rodgers. Who gives a rat's ass about his dumb old ass? Bears at the Cardinals on Sunday at 3:05. Packers, big matchup in the NFC North. They host the Lions on Sunday at 3:25. Vikings will host the Colts on Sunday Night Football. And after missing 3 games thanks to an oblique injury, Derek Carr is now ready to make his return. Saints expect him to start on Sunday against the Panthers. And the Bucs finish up their 3-game road series tonight in Memphis, looking to beat the Grizzlies at 7 o'clock. That game on NBA TV. Bucks 1-3 on the season, looking to turn things around. Sports on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We're going to play somebody's effing song in just a couple of minutes, and we're going to give you a breakdown of things to look forward to in the month of November, so stick around.
Rock Mornings with Brian, Gene, and Shaw.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. That is Eva Under Fire with their cover of the Black Sabbath classic War Pigs. That is Heather's effing song. Heather lives in Caledonia. That's her effing song. So, Heather, Congratulations, you got to hear your tune, and you got a $25 gift card courtesy of Nikki Paisley, your C21 affiliated realtor.
That kind of rocks, huh?
Yeah, probably going to see that one in concert when they're in town at the Riverfront Revolts at the Lacrosse Center.
That's going to sound awesome.
In late January. Eva Under Fire coming to town for the Riverfront Revolt at the Lacrosse Center January 24th and January 25th. Also going to be there Asking Alexandria, Starset, Beartooth, Memphis May Fire, Pop Evil, and Lakeview.
Hell yeah.
Tickets and info on the Lacrosse Center's website. Get them now.
Yeah. Woo.
Tomorrow, of course, is the very first day in the month of November. So it's time to take a look ahead and see what we've got coming up. Movies. Tomorrow, the movie Here, starring Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, Paul Bettany, Kelly Riley, in theaters. It's rated PG-13. It covers the events of a single spot of land and its inhabitants spanning from the past to well into the future. This is the living room one?
Yes.
I got no desire to see this.
Yeah.
Next Friday, the best Christmas pageant ever, rated PG, in theaters, starring Judy Greer and Pete Holmes. It's based on a novel from 1972 of the same name by Barbara Robinson. It centers around the Herdmans, a group of juvenile delinquent siblings who have inadvertently found themselves starring in the town's Christmas pageant.
All right.
So a wacky Christmas movie.
Wacky Hallmark movie.
Also next Friday, the movie Heretic, rated R. This is the Hugh Grant. Topher Grace is in this one as well. Two missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints attempt to convert a Scottish man. It turns out far more dangerous once they get stuck inside his house.
Yeah. It's not all
You
it
watched the
seems to
trailer?
be. No, I'm not.
The following Friday on the 15th, you've got Red 1, that is rated PG-13, and that stars The Rock, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons, and Nick Kroll. Santa Claus is kidnapped, and then the head of North Pole Security has got to team up with Jack O'Malley, a bounty hunter, to help find and rescue Santa. Probably seen the commercials for that one.
I know him.
Gladiator 2 on the 22nd.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Oh, yeah.
Commander of the armies of the North.
Give it to me.
General of the Felix Legions.
Father to a murdered son.
Loyal servant to the true Emperor, Marcus Aurelius. Father to a murdered son.
Husband to a murdered wife. And I will have my revenge.
Oh, hell yeah, you will.
In this life or the next. Oh, Russell Crowe, obviously not going to be in this one. He died in the first Gladiator. But this one follows Lucius, the former heir to the Roman Empire and son of Maximus, who becomes a gladiator after his home is invaded by the Roman army.
Love all that.
That's got Pedro Pascal and Denzel Washington in it on the 22nd.
Ridley Scott is the director on that.
Also the 22nd, in theaters, Wicked, rated PG. It stars Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Michelle Yeoh, Jeff Goldblum, Peter Dinklage, and this is, of course,
a lot of excitement in my house for this
Wicked
one.
Witch of the West and how she became the Wicked Witch and yada, yada, yada. On the 27th, that'll be Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, you've got Moana 2.
Oh, yeah.
Electric Boogaloo. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Nicole Scherzinger, Alan Tudyk, and Moana's back 3 years after the events of the first movie.
It's such a beautiful movie.
Television in the month of November on the 7th. Outer Banks Season 4 Part 2. That'll be on Netflix on the 10th, which is a Sunday. Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 on Paramount. They're back. Back on the ranch. Yellowstone. November 15th. That is a Tuesday, I believe. Or no, Friday. That's a Friday. Sorry, excuse me. Friday, November 15th. Cobra Kai Final Season Part 2 on Netflix. Daniel LaRusso kicking ass and taking names.
Is that right? All right.
Right, Cobra Kai. Final Season Part 2 on Netflix on the 15th. On the 19th, you've got Making Manson, a documentary about Charles Manson.
Another one?
Yeah, this one I think delves deep into, there's like some audio tapes that some guy had of phone calls he made with Charles Manson, or Charles Manson called him, and they're unreleased, and so there's a lot from that, and plus kind of about his earlier life and all that stuff. Also on the 19th, Night Court, Season 3 premiere on NBC. It's back for Season 3. As far as sports are concerned in the month of November, starting this weekend, actually tomorrow and Saturday, the NHL Global Series. The Stars taking on the Panthers in Finland.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
NHL taking the game on the road. They open up the season, I think it was in Tokyo or something like that. And now they're going to be in Finland this weekend. On Monday, NCAA Division I men and women's basketball regular season tipping off. The Badgers just had a exhibition game, and
this is the real season.
Regular season starts on Monday. Next Sunday, the 10th NASCAR Cup Series Championship race at Phoenix. We'll find out more about that from Doc tomorrow. Also on the 10th, the NFL on the road. This time they're going to Munich. International game on the 10th of November. That's Giants-Panthers in Munich.
That's fun.
Had a couple of games already in England. And
in Brazil.
And in Brazil, yeah. Now they're going to be in Germany. That'll be on November 10th. On November 12th, the NBA in-season tournament starts. That thing that nobody cares about.
Yes.
Also on the 15th of November, that's a Friday, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. That'll be on Netflix.
My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Mike Tyson taking on Jake Paul.
I don't know, man. I might get fade into Bolivian. You know what I mean?
That should be something.
I love Mike Tyson. On the 16th, which is a Saturday, UFC 309, Madison Square Garden, John Bones Jones taking on Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight strap. That's going to be a big fight. And on the 30th of November, that is a Saturday, that'll be WWE Survivor Series War Games at the Rogers Arena in Vancouver on pay-per-view. And last but not least, things to look forward to in the month of November, holidays. We're going to skim through here. There's a whole lot, as you can see. I've highlighted some of the bigger ones.
Thanksgiving's in there.
Well, we know about the big ones. Let's try to get to some of the smaller, lesser-known ones. Starting tomorrow, it's National Calzone Day.
Miss Costanza, where's my calzone? It's 1:15. He's late.
Make sure you have your boss's calzone. Saturday is National Deviled Egg Day.
I know you love some deviled eggs. I know you do.
Sunday, of course, Daylight Savings Time comes to an end. It's also National Sandwich Day on Sunday, so make yourself a really nice sandwich for the NFL action. Election Day on Tuesday. Tuesday is also Guy Fawkes Night.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yes. No? 5th of November, Election Day.
Yeah,
also,
sure is.
Also on the 5th, it's National Redhead Day. Nacho Day on the 6th.
It's Nacho Day.
International Stout Day on the 7th. So drink a nice, delicious, dark,
creamy stout.
National Metal Day on the 11th.
Like metal music or
as
like
in
metal?
horns up, baby.
Horns up.
Also on the 11th, it's, of course, Veterans Day.
Yes, I knew that. That was Monday, right?
Every day is a Veterans Day, in my opinion.
Yep.
National Happy Hour Day on the 12th. That's a Tuesday.
That's a good reason to celebrate.
November 14th, it's National Pickle Day.
I won't throw any pickles on your parade.
Thank you, Caitlin. Maybe go get that Jimmy John sandwich that's made inside a pickle.
My daughter's stoked.
All about that?
Yeah.
Has she had it yet?
Not yet, but she was.
Right.
Yeah.
November 16th is National Fast Food Day.
There you go.
Got a couple for you, Gene. On the 17th, it's Zinfandel Day.
Sweet berry wine.
Yeah, and then there's Beaujolais on the
21st.
Yep.
Beaujolais Nouveau Day.
There's all kinds of other wines. Peanut Noir.
Drink that Beaujolais.
And Beaujolais Nouveau. National Stuffing Day is on Thursday the 21st, which feels about a week early.
It does feel early.
Of course, Drinksgiving is on the 27th.
Get together with some friends.
Thanksgiving Eve as you head back to town. Thanksgiving on the 28th. Black Friday is the 29th, and Small Business Saturday is on the 30th.
And in these here parts, you've got deer camp, too. You've got gun season.
The second week of
starting
deer
out.
camp is the greatest time of year.
Exactly.
So there you go. Some stuff to look forward to in the month of November. We will get to some Jet in just a bit. Right now, it's Five Finger Death Punch DMX.
Rock Mornings, only on 95.7 The Rock.
Five Finger Death Punch and DMX. This is the way. Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Still kind of drizzly. Should come to an end sometime later this morning in the area, the rain, but temperatures are also going to start to drop as well. We already had our high of the day with 57 earlier. It looks like 42-ish around Halloween trick-or-treating time.
Yeah, and they're saying the winds are going to be kind of a thing, so it could be wind chills in the 20s by the time the kiddos are out, so definitely a hat.
Funny hat?
Well, it depends on what your costume is. If that's part of it,
Big
then
hat.
I get that.
It's funny because it's big. Thursday Night Football on Prime. Jets hosting the Texans tonight. Hallmark jumping right into it.
Already?
They're not even waiting for Halloween to be over. They're starting
Christmas
today, bitches. Hallmark Plus, the series premiere of Finding Mr. Christmas. 10 unknown actors compete for a chance to become the star of a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Huh.
We heard about this about a month ago. Series premiere of Mistletoe Murders on Hallmark Plus. Sarah Drew from Grey's Anatomy plays a small-town Christmas shop owner investigating murders with the help of a handsome local police detective.
It's a shop owner investigating murders?
Yeah, the Mistletoe Murders on Hallmark Plus today. So they're batting for the fences. Despicable 4 streaming on Peacock. It makes its debut today if you're looking to watch that at home. Legally, I should say. Scrabble and Law & Order also on television tonight. Trivial Pursuit, Matlock, Law & Order, SVU, Elsbeth, and Found. Late night TV, you've got Anthony Mackie on with Jimmy Fallon, Anthony Anderson on with Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers on with Colbert, and Seth Meyers is going to have Jesse Eisenberg on his program. So there you go. That's what's on the boob tube. Going to be watching something after we hand out candy. Probably Halloween.
Related? Something spooky?
Something spooky. Yeah.
I was telling you, we started Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
On Netflix, which is like a series about plane crash in the Canadian wilderness with a female soccer team,
yeah.
And then it goes back and forth from now they're adults.
Right.
And so it's what their lives are like now. And then what happened. So I'm not far enough into it other than the crash and the survival and the things, but to figure out exactly what's going on here. But I think it's like a Lord of the Rings kind of thing.
All right. Going to do some Jet in just a couple minutes. Find us online, rockmornings.com, for all our contact info.
Rock Mornings, Monday to Friday, 6 to 9.
Jet, Are You Going to Be My Girl on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. You ever been to a Dave & Buster's?
No.
We got a place like that over on the island, right?
Well, is it?
What was that place we did the Christmas party at? Remember, and it was like games and ball pit and all that stuff.
That isn't there anymore. Yes.
Well, I have no idea. I don't go over there.
Yeah.
But we did, one of those places, right? A big, huge indoor
fun packed
arcade
food,
place, kind of. Yeah.
With
kind of like a Dave & Buster's.
And
I'm guessing that this place down in North Carolina is similar to a Dave & Buster's. So if you're trying to envision what Jimmy and Jean's Family Entertainment and Arcade looks like.
Probably that.
70,000 square foot place called Jimmy and Jean's Family Entertainment and Arcade. And back in September with the hurricanes.
They took in people, did they?
Coming through the area down there. They're in North Carolina, but Florida, obviously. They shut down as a business and decided to turn it into a relief center, and they are doing amazing things at this place. If you haven't seen their Facebook page, they've got an Amazon wish list. They've got a bunch of posts thanking all the people that have come and helped them out, but it's incredible.
We started this. We came in to assess our damages the day after the hurricane and learned that we had power, water, internet, and a big space for kids to run around. So I suggested to Jennifer, who was also my mother, that we open it up to our football team for kids to come run around. I was told no, that if we were going to open it up to the football team, that she wanted to open it up to the county.
Keep in mind, we were a functioning family entertainment center when Hurricane Helene hit. So we have a two-story playground, lots of inflatables, arcade games, pool tables, those kinds of things.
We have the same volunteers coming in every single day, just an outpouring support system.
Mom and daughter in North Carolina, Jen Byland and Taylor Lennon, in the news after they turned their business into a full-time hurricane relief center. 70,000 square foot place called Jimmy and Jean's Family Entertainment and Arcade. After Hurricane Helene, they still had water, power, kitchen, plenty of space. They started offering free hot meals, internet access, showers, free entertainment for the kids, everything you need to get your mind off the reality of the situation down there. They're also a free grocery store that they set up so that when anybody needs clothing or food or supplies, they can come in and get it. People from 38 different states have donated or pitched in to help. Jen and Taylor say they didn't mean to do it. It just sort of happened because it had to.
Sure.
300 to 400 families a day stop in for a hot meal. Adding that Jen, by the way, said that 2 weeks ago, the count of those who had directly helped reached around 4,200 people.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not alone, of course. There's a ton of volunteers, all sorts of people. She said, we have a couple, husband and wife, that have been here from Canada. They came down from Canada. They heard about it and wanted to help. So they went to this mom and pop place.
Good for them. That's amazing.
Down in Florida. Again, Jimmy and Jean's Family Entertainment and Arcade. If you want to find them on Facebook, they are thanking their volunteers. They have a wish list. They're taking cash donations as well. And again, 300 to 400 families coming in every single day just to get a hot meal and use the internet and try to recover from all the hurricanes that impacted the area.
Yeah, a month ago it's been since that hurricane, but the amount of destruction was so. I mean, some people are just getting power back. The roads are still out. You know, it's that North Carolina situation is just awful. So, oh my gosh, they had the facility, they had the space, they had the resources and the people, and
they did it
happen.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Magnetic from Wage War in just a little bit. Also some Bush. If you need something, rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings with Brian, Gene, and Shaw.
Hello, Morgan Freeman here with a Halloween tip. Trick-or-treaters love candy, but they also love reactions to their costumes. If you see a ghost, say, "Oh, scary." If you see a witch, say, "Please don't cast a spell on me." And if you see a devil, drop to your knees and say, "I offer you my soul, Dark Lord, and look forward to joining you in the searing flames of hell." The look on their little faces is priceless. Happy Halloween.
Morgan. It is Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
It's also Caramel Apple Day. I don't do them. Teeth, can't handle them. Also National Knock Knock Joke Day. You know any good knock knock jokes?
Probably not.
Knock knock.
Who's there? Who?
Werewolves London.
Oh boy.
No.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
No.
Apparently, there's a chain. One of the Chipotle, I guess, is if you wear a costume, you get an entree for $6 today. Yeah. So
I'm sure there's plenty of.
There's a lot of
chains that are going to be doing.
I just know that one
Halloween
because
deal.
there's a group of my people are going out there tonight.
According to a new poll, eating candy, and number one, our favorite thing about Halloween is eating candy. 20% of people say it's their favorite thing about the holiday.
Yeah.
Next up is dressing up. 14% of people say that dressing up is their favorite thing about Halloween.
Eat candy any day you want, by the way.
Especially when you're an adult.
Yeah. You could just decide to eat some candy.
Trick-or-treating, which is also essentially eating candy. That's 14% of the votes. Decorations, 13% of the vote. That's our favorite thing. 13% of people say their favorite thing.
I have a skull that laughs when it's a motion detector thing.
Your setup is pathetic.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know why you bothered. Parties, 12%. Fifth on the list of our favorite things about Halloween. There were a lot last
weekend, and there's a lot this weekend.
Haunted houses at 9%, which is, by the way, up from a few years ago when it was only 4%. And then carving pumpkins at number 7. Only 5% of people say that's their favorite thing.
It's not my favorite.
I don't like carving pumpkins because mine just looks stupid. Mine just look like a traditional old jack-o'-lantern, jagged mouth and triangle eyeballs.
Right,
I can't do anything fancy. The remaining 13% in the poll say something else, like a haunted hayride or scary movies, stuff like that. Also, how much money do you think Americans are going to spend on Halloween this year?
Like per person or like as a collective?
As a collective.
A lot.
$11.6 billion on Halloween.
I was going to say billion, but I wasn't sure.
That's according to the National Retail Federation. It's about $104 per person. That includes $3.8 billion on costumes, another $3.8 billion on decorations, $3.5 billion on candy, and $500 million on Halloween greeting cards. Who the F is sending Halloween? My mom would have.
Yeah, I was just going to say moms and grandmas. And
especially when
like
she worked part-time at a Hallmark store, man. She only worked there to get a discount on cards because she bought so many effing cards.
Grandmas usually send, especially if they don't live near, they'll send the little cash or a little candy or whatever.
Halloween, more of a young person holiday in general, right? Kids, candy, trick-or-treating, all that. But 21% of adults between 18 and 30 say it's their favorite holiday. Only 12% of people older than 30 agree that Halloween is their favorite holiday. Top costumes for kids this year, Spider-Man.
Dun, 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 always.
Ghost, easy.
Always.
Princess.
Always. I was just looking at pictures.
Witch.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Top costumes for adults are witch, vampire, cat, and then Batman. Top costumes for pets, pumpkin, hot dog, bat, ghost in that order. Website called AffordableEarns.com, ranking the most haunted states in America, the top 5, all in the Northeast, including Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Delaware.
Those are the most haunted?
That's according to a website called AffordableEarns.com. I have some friends who are in Salem, Mass. right now doing the whole witchy thing.
Okay.
No, it's a tourist trap.
Oh.
It's awful. It's like going to,
Big Dells? Is it Wisconsin Dells?
No, it's nice. It's just going on Halloween to Salem is like Mardi Gras. You want to experience it once, but I would not want to live there. I would not want to do it every year. It's awful. It's just packed with people, and it's terrible. Favorite Halloween candies? No big surprise.
Peanut Butter Cups? Reese's
Reigning champion. It's going to take a lot to knock that off the top of the pedestal. Peanut Butter Cups. Then Snickers, Kit Kats, M&M's, and a tie between Butterfingers and Milky Ways.
Those are all chocolates. You don't have any Skittles in there? Or
not
any
in the top 5.
That's interesting.
37% of people who hand out candy say they will make sure that they buy the popular stuff to protect their reputation as a good house to hit.
Little nerds. I know that those
Halloween.
are popular.
Nobody wants nerds.
Oh, yeah, they do.
No, they want chocolate.
No, they like those.
They say that cars are more dangerous than poison in candy right now.
Right.
So
Dark,
here's some,
and you're running out, and they're excited, and people aren't watching.
Here's some safety tips. Walk defensively. Assume that all drivers are staring at their phone because they probably are. Kids under 12 should obviously go trick-or-treating with trustworthy adults who can keep an eye on them. Drive even more carefully than normal. So put the phone down. Don't text and drive. Keep under the speed limit. All that stuff. Don't drink and drive. Be careful with your costumes, glow sticks, reflective tape. Pretty good idea. If your kid's costume has a mask, make sure that they can see through that.
Yes.
Be careful about tripping hazards.
Well, think if you're going as like Death. Everything's in black. Well, even Batman, you're completely in the dark.
Maybe Death has got like a glow from the inside, right? Like some glow sticks, and you can make that look kind of cool. And then they say another safety tip for trick-or-treating, wait to eat the candy. All the excitement running around can make candy a serious choking hazard. Consider waiting until you get home and then dig in.
Kind of dig in. Yeah, you got to wait till you get home and you got to look through everything. And
spread it out. Yeah.
Spread it out.
Start making trades.
Assessment.
Right. All that stuff. There you go. Some Halloween stuff. We'll get to some Halloween movie trivia in just a bit. I'm guessing you're going to go over.
I'm guessing I'm going to not do well as well.
Over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also got sports in a couple of minutes. Right now, it's Wage War.
Rock Mornings on 95.7 The Rock.
Los Angeles, your Dodgers have won the World Series.
Yeah, they started to party all right.
I see that.
A bunch of police had to be called in to arrest a bunch of unruly people.
It was a little bit of some chaos there.
Taking it to the streets. Dodgers overcame an early 5-0 deficit, beating the Yankees last night 7-6. They win the World Series, their 8th title as a franchise, 7th since they left Brooklyn for L.A.
Yeah, ordered up Nike store, looters, cars outside, projectiles.
Freddie Freeman got himself the World Series MVP award.
Dude, that guy is the bomb, isn't he? I watched that video yesterday of him and he's crying with his dad. They basically saved his life.
Told you. Yeah, his mom died, I think, of cancer. And his dad, got into the bottle and couldn't get out.
No, but he was going to have, basically, he took him to the hospital. He
was 12 years old and he had to take him to the hospital.
He was going to have
as
heart.
A kid.
Yeah. He had,
and his dad said, I'm going to turn my life around.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Week 9 in the NFL kicking off with the Texans at the Jets. That game on Prime tonight at 7:15. Bucks tonight. Final game of a 3-game road trip. They're in Memphis to take on the Grizzlies at 7 o'clock on NBA TV. Badgers, of course, in Iowa on Saturday at 6:30 on NBC. And the Hawkeyes are going to be without their quarterback. Cade McNamara out for this week's game against Wisconsin after leaving Saturday's win against Northwestern with a concussion. Head coach Kirk Ferentz confirmed the injury earlier this week. Brendan Sullivan, a transfer from Northwestern, replaced McNamara in the second quarter on Saturday, is listed as the starter. Redshirt freshman Marco Lainez will be the backup for Iowa. So, opportunity for the Badgers here with a backup quarterback in there.
Yep.
And NASCAR announcing yesterday that Truck Series driver Connor Jones is suspended for this Friday's race at Martinsville for intentionally crashing Matt Mills at Homestead. Mills hospitalized for 2 nights after smoke inhalation from the crash. Jones bumped Mills' truck in turns 1 and 2 and then sent him into the wall. Mills' truck caught fire after the impact. Jones, who's only 18, said in a post-race statement, quote, "I let my frustrations get the best of me, underestimated the impact my actions would have on Matt, and I deeply regret the consequences that followed."
2 nights in the hospital?
Yeah, for smoke inhalation.
Yeah.
And now the other driver, Connor Jones, is going to be out for the Truck Series race tomorrow night. Sports on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We've got Office Cora joining us a bit later on, talking about things happening in the 715 this weekend. Spooky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of spooky stuff, we're going to have a Halloween movie trivia edition. Halloween edition of movie trivia coming up with Gene.
Kind of spooky.
You ready?
No.
Ready to fail?
Yeah. Rain and drizzle, kind of spooky this morning. Dark and in the 50s right now, but
3, 4,
dropping
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
significantly with wind chills by the time
It's
the
like
kiddos are out.
11 questions. Do you think you can get one of them right?
I think I can get one of them right.
All right, we're going to find out.
I think I can get one of them right.
We're going to do that in just a little bit.
The odds are with me. What?
I don't think you're going to get any of them.
Dude.
I love you, but you suck at movie stuff.
That is true.
I know.
Why would you say it?
Rock Mornings with Brian, Gene, and Shaw.
Tommy Lee Wallace, the production designer, ran up to the mask shop on Hollywood Boulevard and bought a couple. One was a clown mask, and that's, one way to go. And the other, he got this William Shatner Star Trek mask, Captain Kirk.
Tore off the eyebrows, poofed up the hair a little so it looked demented and strange, and I spray painted it whiter than it already was. Took off the sideburns. Oh, it created a shiver right in the room, and we knew we had something special.
I guess I owe the success of Halloween to William Shatner.
A lot of people know that the Michael Myers mask is the original William Shatner mask that they messed with and made it look creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Mental Floss, the website, mentalfloss.com, has a interesting article. It was posted a couple weeks ago, actually, about the origins behind 8 iconic horror movie masks. We obviously think about Jason and Michael Myers, but there's others.
Rise to the top. Yes,
if you want to check it out, mentalfloss.com. And it's time for Gene to show off her movie prowess.
Gonna know nothing.
Brenda texted in, said she had faith in you. She thinks you're going to know at least one. Brenda, you are a fool. And if I had you here in the studio, I'd bet you a wooden nickel that Gene wouldn't know any of these. She says,
was trying not.
She said, I have faith in Gene. I think she might know one of the movie questions. These are not quotes, by the way. These are trivia questions.
Okay, yeah.
Brenda
not.
says, I was trying to be nice.
Yeah. It's not really my thing.
Not Gene's jam.
It's not my jam. So
all right. Some of these are not very scary movies, so take that into account.
Mm-hmm.
But in the 2002 live-action Scooby-Doo movie, what was the name of the island that the gang travels to?
Skull Island. Skeletor Island. Ghost Island.
Spooky Island.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
You were close, but you didn't get it right.
I did not.
This one, if any of these, you may know this one. This might be the only one you know.
Don't set me up for failure like that.
What are the names of the 3 Sanderson sisters in Hocus Pocus?
My daughters are yelling at I don't know. I won't know. I could figure it out, but it won't.
You can't Google. Don't be Googling anything either.
Googling.
I'm watching you.
I can see them.
I can see the reflection in your glasses.
I can see them. I know the...
Winifred, Sarah, and Mary.
Winifred.
Winnie.
Yeah.
Again, I thought you might get that one.
Yeah, I should have gotten that one. That's the one that I'm...
Question number 3. In the movie Hotel Transylvania, what color is Frankenstein?
Color is Frankenstein? Blue.
Oh!
I got one right.
Completely by chance.
It's animated.
It is.
Yeah. I've seen it.
The Green Frankenstein's monster, owned by Universal Studios. Therefore, they had to go with the Blue Frankenstein.
I didn't know why, I guess, but...
You got one.
I got one, so that's
Holy
what I said.
crap.
One. There it is. That's the one.
Let's
Brenda,
see.
me and Brenda.
Let's see what we can... I guess I owe Brenda a wooden nickel.
Okay.
What does Emily turn into at the end of Corpse Bride?
I know that I should have seen this. I've never even seen that. I know there's awesome decorations and people love that movie so much.
What does she turn into at the end of the movie?
A not dead human. A real human. Not dead human. She turns into a butterfly.
Oh! Can we give it to her, judges?
She turns into a butterfly?
Butterflies, apparently.
Oh.
What are you? What the hell's going on over there? What are you drinking?
Coffee and water.
You're looking them up.
I am not looking them up.
I want no hands on the computer.
Okay, I guess, though. That wasn't because I knew that.
I'll give it to you, even though you didn't get it.
Transformative. To become a butterfly, right? Like,
even though you didn't get it right on the first guess.
I said human.
What are the names of the 2 serial killers in The Silence of the Lambs?
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh.
And I won't get the other one. Why are you looking at me like that?
We talk about these all the time. We've done it for 20 years.
I don't know.
You got half of it.
I know the guy, the house and the thing and the...
You're like a really big fat person?
Yes, looking out the window and they do me hard. And all the little moths and the thing. And I just can't believe it. I'm going to go to the house by myself.
I'm not giving you half credit.
Okay.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
And Hannibal Lecter.
Buffalo. Yeah.
You're not getting half credit.
Okay, fine.
At the beginning of the original Halloween film, child Michael Myers murders his teenage sister. What was her name?
Nope. Kimberly.
Judith.
That was really close.
What is the name of the spacecraft?
Why are you laughing? You're laughing before you even ask it.
Because I know you don't know these, and it's great. It's fun to watch.
Is this going to be Alien?
What is the name of the spacecraft that Ellen Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver,
I knew this was going to be
and her crew are aboard in the original Alien movie? What is the name of the spaceship?
Mad at me when I tell him this tonight. You can't do that. I haven't even
Go ahead,
yet.
spit something out over there, genius. Let's go.
Shush. It's the Mercury Rising ship. It's the...
So bad. No, that was a movie with Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I know.
The Nostromo.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next one.
Why would I need that in my brain, my gray matter?
What is the name of the killer who possesses the good guy doll that becomes Chucky in the movie Child's Play?
I don't know. So the name of the guy who becomes Chucky?
Not the actor. Not the name of the actor.
The name of the character of the guy who becomes Chucky.
Yeah. Not the actor. The character in the movie.
Steve Bartman.
Oh, my God.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. Oh, Charles Lee Ray is the name of the character that ends up inside of the good guy doll that becomes Chucky in Child's Play. A lot of X's on that page. Next one, you got 3 left. Here we go. Finish strong. You ready?
Trying.
What line? This one you might know. This is a classic. What line is written over and over and over in Jack Torrance's manuscript in the movie The Shining?
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Oh, from the rooftop, she gets another one. I can't believe it. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You got 3. 1, 2, 3. We got 2 more questions, though. Let's see how you do. Halloween movie trivia for Gene, who is very bad at any kind of movie trivia, let alone
Halloween that
Halloween
I don't really
movies.
even watch. Yeah.
What is the name of the demon who possesses Reagan in the movie The Exorcist?
Seen it. Understand what you're saying.
The name of the demon that possesses Reagan in the movie The Exorcist.
Luther.
Hey, did you guys see Luther over there in hell the other day? Yeah, Luther was just walking around and then he possessed Reagan in the movie The Exorcist. Yeah. You want to try it again? Pazuzu.
Oh. So not Satan, not Luther?
No.
Okay.
Lucifer, not Luther.
I know.
That one you got wrong. Last question.
Seemed too obvious.
Here we go. What state does the 1968 zombie classic Night of the Living Dead take place in?
Oh, no.
What state in America? Narrowed it down for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You only got 50 to choose from.
The extra tip. Well, I'm going to go East Coast, right?
Okay.
And just because it's a hot topic right now, how about Pennsylvania?
Oh my God!
It's a swing state of zombies? Is that what's happening?
Yes! Well, how did you get 4?
I don't...
How did you get 4 out of 11?
I know things, Brian.
You don't.
I do.
Dude, I've known you for so long, you don't know diddly. You swing it, hey, look. You throw 100 mile an hour fastball at me 100 times, I'm going to foul one of them off. Maybe 4. You got 4 right.
I know.
You knew that the Hotel Transylvania Frankenstein is blue. You knew that Emily turns into butterflies, you guessed those two.
I got there eventually.
You knew about the line in The Shining.
Yep, I knew that one.
And you know about Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, it's a good guess is what it was.
The only one you really knew was The Shining.
Yes.
The other 3 were all just good guesses.
But good is the capital.
4 out of 11. That's almost Hall of Fame numbers right there if you're in baseball.
Right? Yeah.
Unbelievable. I thought you were going to stink up the joint. Luther.
Okay. It's better than Ernest.
I was possessed by a demon named Luther. Oh, yeah, we've read about him in the old texts.
He's scary.
From underneath the Vatican.
Uh-huh.
Those scrolls that they found. They write a lot of books written about Luther, the demon.
Rock Mornings on your rock station.
Lincoln Park, somewhere I belong, on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Brenda said, "I'll take my pickle with a bloody, please." And I said wooden nickel, not pickle. All that bacon and sandwich making up there is
Lots of pickle.
causing Brenda to go deaf.
A wooden nickel.
Nickel, not pickle. Also got a text from Jim, who is in Kuwait. Says, "Happy Halloween from Kuwait." Included a picture. Thank you very much, Jim. Please stay safe. Hopefully you get some candy while you're over there in Kuwait. Also, somebody texted in and said, "Yellow Jackets is great. You'll like it."
Okay, good. Just started.
You're only 1 episode in?
Maybe 1.5-ish.
Okay. I got to watch this Red Sox documentary on Netflix. It's the 20th anniversary of the year they won the World Series, 2004.
And this tells the story?
Yeah. Yeah, so I got to watch it alone, though. I'm going to cry a lot.
Did you get your seats? Wasn't that a seat? Didn't you get seats? Is that an anniversary
my
thing?
wife got it for me for a engagement present or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know. I showed up at her parents' house and there were some Red Sox seats there. I don't know. So, yeah, they're sitting in my garage. I don't know what to do with them.
Can you put them
Well, if I had like the basement bedroom is sort of my Red Sox and Patriots and my New England sports room. I've got a bunch of stuff on the walls. But it's also a guest bedroom, you know what I mean? So I can't fully turn it into like my sports man cave thing. So I don't really know what to do with them. Because they're old, crappy plastic chairs that sat in Fenway Park for umpteen years. And they're great. I love them, but right now they're just sitting in my garage. I don't know what to do with them.
You can't sit them in the room where you watch sports, like a little viewing area.
No, the living room downstairs is not really set up for that. Like if I had a man cave room in the basement where I did sports, and you're right there. Do you know how to drink water out of a bottle?
I do.
What the hell's going on with you?
It happens.
You're coloring your vest. You're dripping water all over the place.
I'm doing good.
Why won't my computer work? Maybe because you spilled water all over you.
Good. I'm good. You can't set them up. Can you sit in them while you watch this documentary? And then that's what I'm saying. It's full circle. Then you'll be sitting in the chairs and you're watching the thing and you're crying, and it'll add to it.
I am going to ugly cry at this one. I know it. Wakefield dies, obviously. Tim Wakefield died. And
you're sitting in the chairs that came from the
Veritek
stadium.
apparently has some very and Veritek's not an emotional guy, but he broke character and said some stuff about, and I'm not, I don't know if I'm ready for it. I had a friend of mine tell me, he's like, dude, don't watch it. You're not going to be able to handle it. We'll see. Chili Peppers coming up in just a bit. Also, we're going to be joined by Office Cora, talking about things happening in the 715 this weekend. So we'll do that and get to bad news, happy music as well. Stick around.
More of your rock mornings coming up in just a bit.
Rock mornings, Brian and Gene, Chili Peppers under the bridge. Raining in the area. Going to continue for a couple more hours, and then should come to an end later on this morning before drying out and getting colder.
Yeah.
Just in time for trick-or-treating.
Windy and colder, temperatures dropping, wind chills in the 20s by trick-or-treating tonight. That's a possibility.
Letitia Wright is 31. She plays T'Challa's sister, Shuri, in the Black Panther films.
Wakanda forever!
One of the people from Ace of Base, Lynn Berggren, is 54. They saw the sign.
I heard that they.
All that she wants is another baby. No. My guy Vanilla Ice is 57 today.
If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Too cold, too cold. No?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that song.
Do you? You like that one?
Vanilla Ice, 57. Adam Horowitz is 58. You know him better as the King Ad Rock from Beastie Boys. Rob Schneider, 61. His daughter, Ellie King, getting drunk at the old Grand Ole Opry, right?
That was her.
The Dolly Parton thing, yeah.
Tribute to Dolly Parton.
Yeah, he apparently went on a podcast not too long ago and apologized for being a bad dad, I guess.
You can do it!
Owning his garbage. Good for him. Mickey D, drummer for Motorhead and the Scorpions, is also 61 years young today. If you like to gamble. Mickey D, drummer for Motorhead and the Scorpions, 61. Peter Jackson, the guy who directed the Lord of the Rings movies, 63 years old today. But I can carry you.
Those are some enormous films to direct.
Yeah. Especially if you get those, the director cuts. So like even longer.
17 hours.
Yeah. Dan Rather, dead or alive?
Dead.
Alive. 93 today. Dan Rather.
Birthday, sir.
And born on this day in 1950. Tragically, he died in 1994. One of the greatest comedic actors of our generation, John Candy.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
Man.
The moose out front should have told you.
Again, born on this day in 1950, John Candy.
Take this quarter. Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face.
John Candy, born on this day in 1950.
Big Bear, chase! Big Bear, chase!
What is he saying?
What? Big Bear, chase me!
What do you say about some kind of goat pizza? Some kind of goat? October 31st, 1926. Harry Houdini, the magician, found the one thing that he couldn't escape, and that was death. Died in a Detroit hospital of gangrene and peritonitis, resulting from a ruptured appendix following a punch to the stomach. Somebody hit him so hard, he ruptured his appendix.
And then
died of gangrene.
Yuck.
1988, Soundgarden released their debut album, Ultra Mega OK. It'll be a real hardcore Soundgarden fan to listen to that. Not that it's bad, but obviously a lot of people don't go that far back. 31 years ago today, 1993, the very young River Phoenix did a speedball, collapsed, and died outside the Viper Room. The club in Hollywood, then owned by Johnny Depp. He was just 23 years old. 1996, October 31st, Halloween. Slipknot released their debut album with their original lead singer, Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. Their only album with their original lead singer. 2000, Godsmack released their second album, Awake, featuring the title track. Also, Greed and Bad Magic and Vampires. A pretty good one. They made a hell of a lot of money off this one, though.
They did. They did okay.
What was it? Sold it to the Army? Was it the Army?
I think.
Is that the commercials?
Oh, I don't know. The
Marines?
government? Yeah.
They were in a military commercial, like a recruitment commercial with Awake. That was I think it was the Army. 2008, Zach and Miri make a porno in theaters.
Oh, my gosh.
Her name Bubbles.
That movie is so funny.
Her name Bubbles.
To me.
And in 2010, The Walking Dead premiered on AMC, ran for 11 seasons, launched 5 spin-offs, including Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, Dead City, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, Tales of the Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead, The World Beyond.
There's a lot of dead in there.
Yeah. The graphic novels were great. I enjoyed them. But, man, that show lost me in about 4 seasons.
So much dead?
Just couldn't do it anymore. These people never learned. Never learned. Yeah, we'll go hang out with the other people that we just ran and nothing bad will happen, right? Never learned. There you go. Some stuff that happened on this day. And some birthdays.
Halloween.
Yeah. Going to get to Office Cora in just a couple minutes. Let us know what's going on in and around the 715 this weekend.
Rock Mornings. On air, online, on the app.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Thursday mornings, around 8:15. We're joined on the phone by the one and only Office Cora to tell us what's happening in the 715 this weekend. Obviously, today is Halloween, and are you wearing a costume, or do you have one planned for later on?
I am not, but as soon as I get done with work, I will be putting on my cape and my tiara as Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, very nice.
That's good.
And you've got trick-or-treaters coming over later on to take candy from your house?
You have no idea the amount of trick-or-treaters that come to my house. I live by an elementary school, so I am in a poppin' neighborhood.
Yeah, you are.
How's the Binks the cat feel about people coming to your house?
Well, she's gotten this little idea where she wants to go outside, but she has no fur, so she would be cold, and I don't want her outside.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince her that she's an indoor cat, but she likes all the smells. Every time I open the door, she tries to make a beeline, so I got to figure something out.
You got to get that double door
system. I think I was going to get one of those, like, little baby Bjorns or whatever, like where you wear the baby, and I'll just put her in there, and she'll just be riding around on me.
I think you leave her in the house for tonight.
I will hold her hostage.
Tonight, maybe in the house.
Attached to my body. I could incorporate that into a costume.
Yeah, it could be like.
I gotta think on this.
You could be like
good.
Alan. You could be like Alan
good.
from The Hangover with the baby Carlos.
Okay, I love that.
Office Cora joining us.
My whole costume change has happened.
I hope you can put it all together by tonight. Hopefully.
I think so.
Office Cora joining us on the phone to talk about things happening around the 715 this weekend. Obviously, tonight's Halloween, very spooky, but are some of the places up there still doing Halloween stuff this weekend, or are they going right to Christmas?
Oh, no. We are still having a lot of Halloween celebrations around the Chippewa Valley. My favorite, and I've been looking forward to this, is at Everybody's Bar. My friend Tammy is the new owner, and you know how it is if your friend owns a bar.
You got to show up.
It's even better.
Yeah, so that place, they had a kitchen fire, right? The original?
Yes.
Okay, and then it closed for about a year, and now they're reopening?
They're reopening, and Afternoon Girl T. Rye and I are doing, like, I don't know what you call it. It's not a couple's costume. It's like a group costume where she is Mae West, kind of the madam, and I am a cowgirl prostitute? Okay, no, I'm not sure. I have to get more clarification on what. I have to get more clarification on exactly what I'm supposed to be dressed up like. He showed me a picture, and it was,
it's something.
It's going to be a fun night, that's for sure.
What else is happening in the 715 this weekend?
Well, it's also daylight savings time, and I never enjoy that, but we have to remember to turn our clocks back. So Saturday night, we get an extra hour when we're out, but then, it's going to be dark really early from now on. And one of my favorite things is back. It's the St. Olaf Men's Club's Fish Fry.
Ooh.
And it's the first Friday in each month.
Okay.
So that's this Friday.
What comes with their
fried fish? Oh my gosh, it's so good.
What comes with it? What do you get? Your fries?
Fish, fries, baked potato, veggies. They have a whole salad bar. It's at St. Olaf Church, and I've only been there once, and I always forget because it doesn't come around that often. So I'm just letting the Chippewa Valley know. Remember, the St. Olaf Fish Fry is Friday night.
All right. Big exclusive Halloween weekend up there in the Chippewa Valley, the 715. You can find out more events if you want to go check some other stuff out on the website, aroundthe715.com. All sorts of stuff listed there, and Office Cora letting you know about it each and every Thursday. Thanks, Office Cora.
Have fun tonight.
Thanks. Have fun, guys. Bye.
Happy Halloween. We'll talk to you next week. Office Cora, each and every Thursday, joining us on the phone to let us know what's happening around the 715. Clouds and rain and just kind of misery this morning, but drying up for trick-or-treating this afternoon. We've got the friggin' sports in a couple of minutes. Also, bad news, happy music. Right now, it's Jelly Roll.
Rock Mornings with Brian, Gene, and Shaw.
The snow's falling down. It's Christmas time again. A woman has to get a gift for some girl at work named Jen. She doesn't know what Jen likes, and she doesn't super care. So she goes inside a closet just to see what crowd's in there. In the darkness there's a light. Then suddenly she sees that Christmas Savior's here tonight. It's a peach candle. It's been sitting by a
Peach Candle.
Yes.
One of my favorite songs from SNL of the last decade is the Peach Candle song from that Christmas episode. We all give the candle. We all get the candle. Yeah. Very funny song from SNL. I think it was Emma Stone, right? She was the guest hostess that evening. But we bring that up because if you're a fan of candles and you're a fan of unique candles, then you're going to want to get your hands on this one.
A limited edition, I'm sure, smells like something fun. What is it?
The unique scent of Odell Beckham Jr.'s Jock strap. Jacques? Yeah, I'm looking for Jacques. Jacques who? Is there a Jacques here? Jacques strap? Anybody seen my Jacques strap?
Why is this a candle?
I don't know, dude, because people are doing weird stuff. BetUS, gambling app website, releasing a candle that claims to capture the essence of Beckham's game day gear, delivering the very essence of Hard Rock Stadium to your home with every flicker. $50, you can take home a whiff of Beckham's wood. The candle, molded to resemble Beckham's jockstrap and his bare-chested torso. You got to see the candle. So it's like I'm
looking it up.
It's like a torso, and then, of course, on the bottom, you got the jockstrap. And it's a candle.
It's a torso.
I think it comes in like blue and pink or blue and purple.
Game day gear. It smells like game day gear. Do
you
want that?
It mixes signature notes of amber, green lavender, and neroli, whatever that is, with a dash of the musk the great Odell brings to the field.
Dude, musk sounds bad.
In a press release to promote the candle, BetUS head of content, Andre Vargas, describes the candle as emitting a scent that brings sweat, worn leather, and adrenaline to life. One that pulls you into the intensity of the stadium, as if you're standing inches away from the field or Odell Beckham himself.
Dude, I don't know that I've ever wanted an invigorating locker room smell in my house. Like, if only this place smelled like a sweaty-ass locker room.
Hockey fans know what that smells
so
like.
much. Why would you want your house to smell like that?
It's said to be scented after Miami star wide receiver signature fragrances mixed with a sweaty musk that comes with along with hustling on the gridiron, and it's $50. The jockstrap candle offers a unique aroma that captures the essence of athleticism and determination with its bold design and unforgettable scent. This candle is like bringing a piece of the locker room right into your living room. So yeah, if you are a fan of weird and unique and kitschy things, and you like candles that smell like musk and locker rooms,
locker room smell, and it costs $50.
Then shell out $50 to get an Odell Beckham candle. But this is, I mean,
I get it. It's a collector thing. It's
people will buy it. No.
Gross.
The friggin' sports brought to you by Odell Beckham candles that cost $50.
And smell icky.
Well, you don't know what it smells like. You're
Icky.
just going based on the description. Get yourself a Odell Beckham candle.
I had to Google goop vagina candles.
It's better than the Gwyneth Paltrow candle that's supposed to smell like her vagina, right?
I guess. What's wrong with, like, balsam or
fresh linen? Fresh cut grass. My favorite candle of all time.
I like seasonal right now. I like harvest or
lilacs.
Leaves.
I like lilacs.
Apple orchard.
No, it's not that time of year. It's Odell Beckham jockstrap time.
It's not, and you can't make me.
All right, Bad News Happy Music is coming up. Stick around.
Rock Mornings, only on 95.7 The Rock.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril.
Now that's just nasty.
Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some #Florida Man for flavor.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man. Florida Man. Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene, proving yet again that TikTok is full of insipid, stupid people doing stupid
I love
things.
TikTok.
I'm so glad I'm not on it.
Ugh.
Sounds like a wasteland of stupidity. Driver in Louisiana crashing his car while playing a TikTok game called Drift. Have you heard of this?
Nope.
Basically, you try to drift your vehicle, your oversteer, to
I know what
cause
you're talking about.
a loss of
drifting.
traction.
I know what that is.
Their car even caught fire. Luckily, nobody was hurt. But yeah, playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes.
People who are posting these things on TikTok and other social media platforms who have no responsibility for and do not care about your children are giving them examples that entice children to follow them. And we have accidents just like this.
Officers responding earlier this week to calls about a northbound vehicle on the highway there that was repeatedly weaving in and out of traffic and brake checking other drivers as the vehicle neared the intersection of Frenchtown Road. It, quote, ran off the roadway to the left, crossed the median, struck a southbound vehicle, and came to a rest on the west side of the road. Minutes later, northbound vehicle caught fire. No serious injuries reported. Apparently, the driver playing a TikTok game called Drift.
Don't do that.
Police said, based on statements from witnesses and the drivers involved, the northbound vehicle was playing a drift game or challenge featured on the social media platforms TikTok and YouTube, during which he lost control of his vehicle.
Yeah, any games where you're playing with driving in any way is just dumb.
Police have yet to identify the driver.
Just dumb.
Yeah, it's a lot of stupidity there.
Mm-hmm.
This guy
What'd he do?
would have got away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Who thinks that this idea is going to work? This is in Pennsylvania. A guy was supposedly claiming that he was working on a $2 COVID vaccine, right? Like, I don't want to pay for it. It's expensive. I don't want to go through my health insurance, so I'm gonna make a $2 COVID vaccine in my laboratory and then sell it to people.
What?
Yeah, he wasn't doing any of that. He was making fentanyl, but that was his made-up excuse for why he had a lab and all these chemicals and everything else.
Oh, so don't look here. This is not the science you're looking for?
Claimed to be running a legitimate scientific business, was actually a drug dealer, and a big one, according to federal prosecutors. Anthony D. Brezzi made fentanyl and fentanyl variants, according to the U.S. Attorney Jeffrey MacArthur in U.S. Middle District Court. Said he was making pounds and kilograms of fentanyl. Brezzi is 52, accused of using a business called Shiva as a front for the manufacture of illegal drugs. He is charged with conspiracy to manufacture and distribute controlled substances and possession with the intent to do the same thing. He put the fentanyl and variants in gallon buckets that 2 co-defendants distributed. They have also, the 2 co-defendants, by the way, pled guilty and are awaiting sentencing. My guess is they rolled on this guy.
Sounds like they sure did.
Yeah. Duffel bags full of money to the bank, which drew the attention of the FBI. Duh. Bank records obtained by the grand jury subpoena show between August of 2018 and June of 2019, this guy made cash deposits into the business, Shiva's business checking account, totaling nearly $1.8 million.
Oh, my gosh. So you're walking in with duffel bags of cash, and you don't think a bank is going to be like,
hey, dude,
what's up? That's some movie stuff, dude. People don't actually have duffel bags of cash.
While he was talking about what was going on, the defense attorney for the suspect asked jurors to consider in her opening statement. She claimed that Brezzi was a businessman doing legitimate scientific research. Some of his money came from the businesses for which he was a consultant. One of the products that he claimed he was developing was a $2 per dose COVID-19 vaccine called Covananovax.
I'm working on it's Covananovax. It's a less expensive shot. I'm doing it in my home lab. I hope that's cool.
Another one of his reported projects was dazzle coating, a coating to protect aircraft, drones, rockets, and other vehicles from laser-directed energy weapons. Oh, my God.
But it's really all just meth?
Fentanyl. And I'm bringing duffel bags full of cash into the bank, and no one's going to know. And they'll believe me when I call it dazzle coating.
It's dazzle. It's on the...
Haven't you heard of dazzle coating?
On drones and things like that have to go real fast.
Got to protect them from space lasers, right? Marjorie Green Taylor, isn't that her? Space lasers? Jewish space lasers, mm-hmm. Wasn't that her? Oh, this one's good. Bad news, happy music. Election workers asking a voter in New Jersey, the Hamilton Township, to take off her MAGA hat and cover up her shirt expressing support for former President Donald Trump. The woman, of course, did not appreciate being told what to do.
I'm sure. Why do they have her do that?
Well, apparently you can't.
Was this at work or something?
No, it was at the poll. You can't apparently wear.
Oh, I see.
She became enraged and then took off her hat and shirt.
Oh, wow.
Spinning it around like a lasso. Then she proceeded to vote while wearing her bra. Swore up and down at all the people working in the poll place in front of as many as 100 other voters. And then told the people as she was flipping them the bird and leaving the building to suck her.
Master Chief?
Lieutenant, seek life elsewhere.
My.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a fun way to vote.
Yeah. The woman ultimately voting in her bra.
Hey.
After she was asked to remove her hat and T-shirt.
Let it out there.
One of the guys working there said, I asked her to remove her hat and said, if you want to go get a jacket from your car, I will hold your place in line, or you could go into the bathroom and take the shirt and turn it inside out. Before I could get it all out, she took her shirt off and flung it around. The woman started to curse at election workers, called them nasty names.
And then said, suck it.
Then she went to call the guy went to call the police, but the woman quickly voted and left the building. She gave the finger and said, suck my bleep.
Yep, suck it. You suck it.
But she got her vote. I wonder who she voted for.
I don't know. If only she had a shirt or a hat on, I would have known.
Last but not least, this one's good. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
2 middle-aged women. So your age.
Do what?
They were on a Thelma and Louise style road trip.
Mm-hmm.
To reconcile their relationship. This was in Georgia.
So they're not getting along. They've had a rift. They're fighting. There's some sort of a problem between the two of them, and they want to go on a road trip and kind of fix it, become tight again. The glue that holds us together.
Tight is the word you're looking for here. By the way, I think they were not just friends; they were also lovers. How do we know?
How do we know?
Because of what they did when they got to the McDonald's.
That's how they were fixing their relationship, a road trip to McDonald's?
They were on a road trip to reconcile their relationship in Georgia last week, these two middle-aged women.
Yeah.
And they decided to make a pit stop at a complex that had a gas station and a Mickey D's.
Oh, like a over-the-highway kind of thing?
Like a pit stop.
Yeah.
Unclear what they stopped for, if they just had to go to the bathroom or wanted to get a Big Mac. Not quite sure.
Get
Then
some nugs.
Things got really heated. And not in a bad way, in a good way, in a naughty way.
Things were mended.
Apparently
they mended the
their
things.
road trip worked. They reconciled. Right there at the McDonald's.
Like right there in the McDonald's?
Witnesses calling police when they saw the two women going at it in the grass outside the McDonald's. Broad daylight, full-go birthday suits. Yeah.
She's a lesbian! A lesbian! A lesbian! Son of a bitch!
I don't know. If they're middle-aged and had a drought and now they're back together again and things happened and you've got 5 minutes,
Tisha
not ideal. I get
Tisha
that.
Booth and Keisha Eden.
Not even behind like a bush or something?
Women on a road trip to reconcile their relationship when they got off the highway. All right, maybe it wasn't broad daylight. It looks like it's about 7 o'clock at night. So it's probably dark.
Behind a tree.
Cops got a report. Shrubbery. Cops got a report of an indecent exposure at the rear of the Raceway gas station. Responding officers located a white female on top of a black female, and each of them had their pants pulled down, exposing their pelvic regions.
How else are you supposed to do it?
The suspects were found on a patch of grass between the Raceway and a McDonald's restaurant. Booth was sitting straight up with her pants down on top of Edom's pelvic region, which was also exposed. The two were in the process of having intercourse in public view when law enforcement arrived. They were both arrested for public indecency, booked into the county jail on a misdemeanor charge. Cops say it occurred in broad daylight in the grass beside the street. Police also recommending that if individuals were attempting to, quote, reconcile your relationship with your life partner, they should get a room or go home. There are a couple of lovely-looking ladies, too, by the way.
Come with me, lesbian seagull. Settle down and rest with me.
You ever had intercourse in a public place?
Yes.
Lesbian seagull.
Not in the grass between a gas station and a McDonald's, though.
No.
I did have sex at the 50-yard line of a football field one time. I told you, broad daylight, the car, right before I went into work that one day.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
Cars, of course.
Driver's seat, too.
It's a state park. On a trail on a state park.
I've done a few of those. I don't know. I'm too old for that now. I'm outside. I don't want to get involved.
But they're not. They're
in love. They're reconciling.
They're having, the relations.
Yeah. On a patch of grass between a gas station and a Mickey D's.
Hey.
You never know when the moment's going to strike.
Things had been really rough for them and very difficult. And you know it was challenging. Relationships can get challenging.
Yeah, they're awful.
Go through a wrong...
They're terrible.
Go through
I don't recommend.
a bad
Do not
streak.
recommend. Do
One
not
star.
recommend. 1 star. Yeah. Do not recommend.
And they fixed what was wrong. They got the...
I don't know if it got fixed, but they were certainly...
They were train going in the right direction.
They were...
You know what I mean?
They were making the right stops.
They were going...
Something about a 10-piece nugget that really gets me worked up for some lesbian sex out in the open.
Hey.
Bad news, happy music on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Billy Corgan's restaurant. Did you see this?
I did not.
He's got like a little cafe. I think it's in Chicago. Somebody ran right into it with a car.
Oh, I'm sure it's in Chicago. That's where it's...
Yeah. It just happened like yesterday, I
Billy
think.
Corgan's restaurant.
Yeah, it's like a coffee cafe thing. Zuzu's or something like that. Here is Billy Corgan in his day job at Smashing Pumpkins.
Rock mornings, Monday to Friday, 6 to 9. Call.
Hello?
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us.
Check.
We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Rockmornings.com is the website. Head there for all our contact info. Check out the daily podcast. Listen to the show live. Register to win contests like Date Night, Workforce Wednesday, all that right there.
Yep.
At rockmornings.com. Mike texted in, said names don't matter, huh? Look, man, I've been with my wife for 15 years. Anything before that is kind of a blur.
Oh, I forgot her name.
I ran through them so fast in my 20s, bro. I can't remember any of them.
The car, and she was there, and
there's a few that I might like. Anything nearing a year is about the only ones that I remember the names. Anything less than that, I just whatever.
I understand. There's gaps.
Oh, there was a lot of gaps.
Mm-hmm. There's gaps. I get it.
Doc said, lucky for them, they didn't eat the onions at Mickey D's. That was like 2 weeks ago, and they fixed it. It's bound to happen when you serve billions and billions of hamburgers every year. Rob said, if there's a candle like that, then we should make one that smells like local farms and call it Fresh Country Air, knowing people will buy it and we'll make bank. So I'm assuming that's when they're...
It's just a limited novelty thing. It's shaped like a torso. It smells like a locker room, and they're selling them for $50.
Yeah, I don't want a candle that smells like when they're fertilizing out there.
Mm-mm. I don't want one that smells like a locker room.
Good whiff of that. Dean said, happy Halloween, guys. Thank you, Dean. Congratulations on your Dodgers winning the World Series last night. Brenda texted in and did not think... Oh, she thought you were going to get one. She said, I have faith in Jean. I think she might know one movie quote. It wasn't quotes. It was trivia, and you got 4 out of 11. 3 of those were complete guesses. One of them was you knew it. But you did good.
That's a win for me. I'm taking it. It's on the W column.
Brenda also said, I will take my pickle with a bloody. And I said... I didn't say pickle. I said nickel. Wooden nickel. Who says wooden pickle?
She didn't hear you correctly. She was in the kitchen. She's busy making stuff. It's loud in a kitchen at a restaurant.
Jeff, not
Jess.
Jess.
Hear. Yes.
We got to get this thing working. I got to get that audio off it.
Yeah.
Remind me.
Yes. Okay.
I think Phil's in there too, right? Phil? What's your name? Phil?
Phil.
And he just kept saying Phil. I said, yeah, is it Bill or Philip? And he's like, Phil, like Phil. And I'm like, what do you mean? Friggin' Phil. I even know who it is. I know that Phil.
And he still couldn't do it.
Both Paul and Sarah texted in, said it was Shenanigans. That was the place I was thinking of over there on the island. I think it's just called Celebrations on the River now, right? They do wedding events and stuff.
Well, it was trying to Dave and Buster's kind of with video games and in inside space.
Text from Jim, who's in Kuwait. Said, happy Halloween. Thank you so much, Jim. Appreciate it. Thank you for your service, and I hope you get all the candy. Somebody else texted in, said, Yellow Jackets is great. You'll like it.
Good. I'm glad. Thank you. New show I'm watching on Netflix.
Earlier, Brandon, this is right before 6 a.m. Brandon wanted to hear some Nickelback. Did that. You're welcome, Brandon. Also, John texting in. I was kind of ranting about Aaron Rodgers. He said, Packer fans have a hard time letting go of the past. That's why they always talk about their Super Bowl wins when they have a crap season. Skol. John, you guys don't have any Super Bowls, so you have nothing to talk about.
Uh-huh.
If you have Super Bowls, yeah, you talk about them. But you don't have any.
You don't have any.
You lost all of them. All you got is a fancy stadium that kills birds. That's it.
A good run this year. We'll see what's going on.
And a big horn. Thank you, though, for the text. Appreciate it. Good to hear from you guys. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your Halloween. Eat some candy, but not too much.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.